Peace lily, elegant, graceful, and one of the easiest flowering houseplants you can grow. But here's a secret. While they look easy, most people unknowingly make small mistakes that stop them from blooming or even cause them to droop and die. In this complete peace lily care guide for beginners, I'll walk you through every detail, from sunlight, watering, and soil, to flowering tricks that even some nurseries won't tell you. Stick around, because I'll be sharing 2 rare techniques that can help your peace lily bloom like crazy and stay healthy for years. Let's get into it. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood parts of peace lily care: lighting. Peace lilies don't like full, harsh sunlight. They're native to the shaded rainforests of Central and South America, so they thrive in bright, indirect light. Place them near a north or east-facing window. If the light is too strong, like in a south window, pull them back a few feet or use a sheer curtain. Too much light will scorch their leaves, and too little will stop blooming. Want flowers? Give them soft, filtered light. That's the trick. If the tips of your leaves are turning brown, check the light. It might be too much. If they're stretching and leaning toward the window, it's not enough. This is where most beginners go wrong. Peace lily plants are very sensitive to overwatering. Here's the golden rule. Water only when the top 1 to 2 inches of soil are dry. Stick your finger in the soil. If it feels dry, it's time to water. When you do water, do it thoroughly, until water drains from the bottom. Then, and this is crucial, empty the saucer under the pot so the roots don't sit in standing water. Peace lilies droop when they need water, but they also droop when they're overwatered. Don't let the soil stay wet for too long or you risk root rot. Use room temperature water. Cold water shocks the roots and hot water damages them. Peace lilies love gentle, stable conditions. The perfect soil for growing peace lily indoors is light, breathable, and holds moisture without becoming soggy. Mix this at home. 2 parts regular indoor potting mix, 1 part perlite or orchid bark, and optionally a bit of peat moss or coconut coir for extra moisture retention. This keeps the roots healthy, prevents rot, and supports flowering. Never use garden soil. It's too dense and holds too much water. Peace lilies don't need a ton of fertilizer, but feeding them the right way helps them bloom more. Use a balanced houseplant fertilizer, something like 20-20-20, but diluted to half strength. Feed it once a month in spring and summer. In fall and winter, skip the feeding. Too much fertilizer causes brown tips. Always err on the side of less. And for extra flower power, use a bloom booster fertilizer once every 2 months during spring. Your peace lily won't bloom unless it's truly happy. To encourage flowers, make sure it's getting bright, indirect light. Keep temperatures between 65 degrees Fahrenheit to 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. Water only when needed, not daily. Repot if it's been root-bound for over a year. After flowering, peace lily blooms fade to green or brown. Don't panic, simply snip them off at the base. This helps the plant save energy and encourages new flowers to grow. Remove any yellow, wilted, or dead leaves by cutting them at the base. This keeps the plant healthy and lets it focus energy on new growth. Wipe the leaves with a damp cloth every couple of weeks. Dust blocks light and clean leaves photosynthesize better, meaning more energy and better blooms. Repot every 1 to 2 years or when roots start poking out of the drainage holes. Choose a pot 1 to 2 inches wider than the current one with good drainage. Gently loosen the roots before replanting into fresh soil. Don't repot during winter. The plant is resting. Spring is the best time for this. Peace lilies are pretty pest-resistant, but occasionally you might spot spider mites, mealybugs, or aphids. Wipe them off with a damp cloth or spray the leaves with diluted neem oil once a week until they're gone. Avoid harsh chemicals. Your plant doesn't need that drama. Alright, as promised, here are 2 rare pro gardener tricks that can change your peace lily game. Peace lilies bloom best when root-bound. That's right, don't rush to repot. If the plant is healthy and flowering, let it stay snug in its pot a little longer. Cold water shock equals flower block. If your plant suddenly stops blooming, check the water temperature. A blast of cold water can shut down the bloom cycle. So there you have it, the complete beginner's guide to peace lily care. From light, soil, water, and nutrients, to secret tricks even most plant shops won't tell you. Follow these steps and your peace lily won't just survive, It'll thrive, bloom, and bring calm beauty to your space for years. If you learned something today, please give this video a like, share it with your fellow plant lovers, and subscribe for more plant care guides, as your little support means the world for me and helps me grow my small channel. Until next time, happy growing!